Hey, this is Rabbi Bregman. This is episode 3 in the AskRabbiB series. This is my effort to make a hashtag for AskRabbiB. Thank you so much for all of you who've been submitting questions, video questions. Appreciate it. They've been coming from Canada. They've been coming from Africa. They've been coming from the West Coast of the United States. Appreciate it very much. Please be in touch with me, and we'd love to hear your question in video format if you got the bravery to come on camera and tell me what you would like to talk about. Today's video question comes from Ellie in Los Angeles. Here's Ellie's question.
Hello, Rabbi Bregman. Big fan. Ellie Jaffe here. So in my 31 years of life, I observe in people, myself included, that we commonly tend to get comfortable in our comfort zones, resist change, but a little bit worse is that we learn to accept our fate in life. We learn to accept that we can't make more money, we can't find a loving relationship, and we just get comfortable in accepting this. What practical advice might you have to actually start believing in yourself, to start actually doing things to achieve what you want, and believe that you can? Looking forward to your answer. Peace.
Thank you so much, Ellie, for submitting that question. A lot of people might not know that you're actually very YouTube famous. You have 10 million views on your video so far. That's a lot of views when you have 30,000 subscribers. You, my friend, are very successful. I didn't know you were a fan, and thanks for reaching out. Appreciate it. You're super talented, but I want you to know you're not the only one over here who could play guitar. Now, I'm not as fancy schmancy with the guitar as you, so I just took this out and I'm going to play for the first time in about a decade. A little bit, just to show you that in your 31 years you could do what you do, but let me show you what I could do in my 38. You know, back in the 1990s when I was not observant and listening to grunge and alternative and all that, I could play too, you know. So watch, you know. I was all about the Smashing Pumpkins and stuff like that. Like, could do that one. We had Third Eye Blind going. I was in the dorms playing. Nice Jewish boy, you know. I could keep going, but I'm really going to stop and I'm going to address your question because I like you and I respect you. And all kidding aside, I wrote some notes on my computer here I want to go over because you did ask a serious question. First thing, okay, this learning to accept your fate in life and you know that we can't do this and can't make money and can't do that. Okay, first of all, I don't know where this comes from. I don't know what this can't business is. Look, there are some things that can't be because they're human impossibility. Like, God made us in a way that the legs on a human being cannot jump 670 feet in the air. Or a man doesn't have the body parts necessary in order to carry a child for 9-10 months. Like, we just can't. So that's not what's going on with a person normally when they say, I can't. So I don't know what that means. Like, if a person says, I can't make money, I can't do this, I'm going to accept it. I mean, look, I'd say this, and I don't know if this applies to you so much, Ellie, or if this applies to whomever it applies, but like, the fact that you haven't yet figured out how to do something, you know, I'm going to put my guitar down because I need to use my hands for full Judaic mode, you know what I mean? Okay, the fact that you have not yet figured out how to do something doesn't mean you can't do it, or it can't be done, or you can't figure it out. Sure, if a human being could do it, you could do it, okay? Pretty much within reason. If a human being could do it, you could do it. Now, the fact that you don't know yet how, maybe we need to work on your strategies, maybe we need to teach you more skills, maybe you're going about it the wrong way. Some people have work ethic issues or they're not disciplined, but don't say I can't. I don't even want to hear I can't. Can't is the language of losers. You're a winner. So I'm not talking to you now, but I'm saying can't is the vocabulary of losers in this world. So like, well, I don't know what I can't means, okay? So you have to sit down with somebody who's smart, intelligent, likes you, cares about you, and try to figure out, is it really true that I can't? Or is this something that's beyond the realm of my possibility? Or is it just, I just don't yet have the information necessary, okay? That's number one. That's number one. One thing I'll tell you I've came to discover in my own life is that whenever I want to accomplish something, I always take a very good look at my beliefs. You see, my friend, you're never going to earn one more penny, have one more drop of romantic success, one more drop of anything in your life beyond what you believe possible. In other words, and the Torah talks about this, and I cannot get into this all in a short clip because it's just too much. In truth, this could be a 5-minute clip or a 55-minute clip or a 4-hour and 55-minute clip, and I'd still be going how much I have to give you. But I will tell you, wherever you put a belief and decide that's what could be, that's the max, it's like you're putting a wall over there and you're going to find that wall to be exactly where you think it is. But not because you were right, but because you were the one who put the wall there, okay? So if you believe that the most you can make is $100,000 a year, you're going to find that that is true as the max. Why? It's not like, oh, you see, I knew I could only make $100,000 a year and that's the most I ever made. It doesn't mean that that's there. It's not that that's the wall. It's that by creating that as a belief and accepting that, you're the one who put the wall there. So of course the wall is going to be there. The limit's going to be there. The can't is going to be true because you're the one who made it so. If you go through your life, my friend, you're going to find, and so many of the beliefs that we have in terms of what we can do, what we're capable of, and everything else, they're not even true per se. They were the beliefs of the people around us, our friends, our community, our relatives, maybe our co-religionists. I don't know. Stuff you picked up and you just adopted it to be true, whether from your own experience or somebody else told you this is something that can be done, can't be done, you're capable of this, you're not capable of that, and you just adopted it. So whenever I want to accomplish something, I always start with my beliefs. Before I get to strategy, before I get to actions, I start with my beliefs. Do I believe that this can be done? Because if I don't believe it can be done, there's no point. You with me? If I didn't think that I was capable of giving you a bang-up, terrific answer to your question, what would be the point of taking my iPhone, resting it over here on this thing on my desk, my stuff, and pressing the red button, pressing play? There's no point doing anything if you don't believe it's possible. You got to start with your beliefs. And I would tell you, a lot of people who walk around with, I can't do this and I can't do that and I'm accepting my fate, stuff the way you were talking before, the reason they started going that way is because they have been listening to people who have very small beliefs. I would tell you, and I said this I think maybe in the last AskRabbiB video, you better get around people who have bigger beliefs than you and a bigger system of thinking and a broader system of thinking. And if there's nobody in the world that you can access other than people on YouTube or just me or whatever else, just literally don't talk to anybody else. Because you have to begin to stretch your mind as to what's possible. Because anytime I accomplish A, B, or C, it's only because I could conceive of it. So you have to be very, very careful. Now, I'm going to be in Los Angeles soon, as you know. I'm going to be speaking there for a weekend. I'd be happy to meet up with you. A special opportunity, maybe me and you one-on-one. We'll get together. I can't offer you too much in the guitar skill set, but maybe we can unpack what's going on with life and business and things like that, because you're going to find the walls to be where you think they are. It's very helpful, and I have one other thing I want to get into this with you, okay? But it's going to be helpful to get around somebody who thinks bigger and can be very honest with you to help you figure that out. Maybe do something special with you, because a lot of people ask me to do this with them. Maybe we'll make a one-on-one video, like a Google Plus type, like split screen, and we'll talk and I'll unpack everything going on with you and your business and your strategy. Because if you can help me understand your goal, where you want to go, I can help you fill in the gap. We could do it, my friend. We could do it, Ellie. We could do it. We can make it happen for you. But I have to understand, where do you want to go? Whether it's relationship-wise, financial-wise, we could basically fill in the gap. I don't believe in this can't. I'm a professional. Hi, Ellie. I'm back. My iPhone stopped filming because it said I exhausted all my space, that I talked too much. So I had to unload the clip we had up to now just to finish. What I started saying a moment ago is that this is the reason that I started Bregman Success, BregmanSuccess.com, and Bregman Success LLC, my company, because I love to see people get what they want. I love to see people be happy and have the success they want. And so often in life, they can't have this relationship, they can't get married, they can't grow their business, they can't lose weight, they can't do what they want. It's not that they can't, they just don't know how to get it. That's where I come in, and then I'm happy to do that for you. That's why I make hundreds of videos, because I love to leverage Torah wisdom, ancient Jewish wisdom, and everything I know about life to help people get the outcomes they want. My nose is itching, which is maybe a sign that it's time to go. I don't know. But my nose itches, time to run. But I'll leave you with this, my friend. There's an expression in the world that we often say. They often say like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. You hear that a lot, right? I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I want to tell you the Torah view, this is deep. It's good. I hope you made it to the end of the clip because this is good stuff. Okay? Good stuff. The Torah view is that you will see it when you believe it. The opposite. Not just, I'll believe it when I see it. Now I have to say it with that accent because, to make fun of it, I'll believe it when I see it. Sound like some Brooklyn guy with an accent, right? But it's also, you will see it when you believe it. In other words, if you don't first believe that it's possible or doable, you can't envision it, you'll never be able to see it because it'll never happen. You'll never be able to build towards it. First, you have to believe it, that it's possible for you. And if you can, and maybe I have to give you that belief. Maybe I'll tell you, listen, I know better than you what you could do and you could be. Trust me, because you don't know what you're talking about. I sometimes say to people, not necessarily you, but so I say to people, you don't know what you're talking about. I know better than you what you're capable of. They say, well, I don't see it yet. It's fine. I see it. And I'm going to ask you, sometimes I tell people I work with one-on-one, suspend your belief for a moment, but just trust mine. Because you're the one paying me a couple $100 an hour for my inputs. I know better than you, okay? All right. Since I'm paying you, they say, might as well listen. But you're not going to believe it until you see it? Or is it I'm not going to see it until you believe it? Right now I'm talking about the latter. You're not going to see it show up in your life, manifest, be successful, happen till you first believe it's possible. And that's what we say in L'chadoidi in the Friday night prayer in the Siddur. I'm all jacked up here. I'm playing with my iPhone cord, right? Because I'm excited. But what do we say? We say soif ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Soif ma'aseh. The end is the doing, the creation, the doing. B'machshava, but the thought is techila. First, God envisioned the world He wanted to make. And then He made it. So Soif was the Maaseh, after was the action, but the Machshava was Techila. Sorry, Ellie, I'm having technical problems today. Happen again. I really have to empty out my memory and storage on my camera because it's messing up the film. All I basically was saying was that Soif Maaseh b'Machshava Techila, that at the end, God created the world. But first it was, machshava, techila. First, and that's the order. First, you'll be able to have to believe it. Soif, maaseh. In the end, you'll be able to make machshava, techila. But first, you have to be able to envision and what it is you want to create and think it out through. Okay? That's my answer for you. Thank you for reaching out. If you, anybody else in the public, would like to submit to me a question for the AskRabbiB series with the little hashtag, it's not that hard to do it. One of the first ways is to connect with me on Facebook. I'm going to link here after, probably across my shirt, over the tzitzis. we'll link to facebook.com /Rabbi Bregman. If you like the page over there with a like, I think it enables you to communicate with me. I think that's what it works. I think that's the rules. And let me know what your question is. And if I think it's a general applicability, we will make a video. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. Please share this with a friend so we can hopefully inspire more people together. Have a great day. And no need to chip in for guitar lessons for me. I'm okay. What I knew in 1995 is still good enough for me for another decade. Have a great day. Bye.